Hi there, YouTubers. Guess where we're at? The old sawmill. Now, I guess I'll put this down about here. Get this up about as high as the top because my head should be below that. And I hope I'll do better getting in the screen than half the time I am. Anyhow, I've been working a lot of things. This hasn't really been one of them. I have not sawed in literally probably months. So it's got the new mandrel, not the new mandrel, the new collar, fast collar, refaced the loose collar. Hasn't sawed since we cleaned out the sawdust drag and done that. So this is kind of almost a maiden voyage. So if you're new here and it looks like I don't know what I'm doing, even if you're old here, it probably will look the same that I don't know what I'm doing. So I'm gonna be looking at a lot of things trying to figure out what's going on. The log I got on here is a real old piece of junk poplar. I don't know what to say. I don't think it's going to yield good boards. Maybe once I get to the inside. I have a place that I need some boards, so that's kind of one of the reasons I'm sawing it. Number two, it's up on deck. Number three, I got somebody else that actually wants to come and have some, I don't know if logs are the right word to be sawed. They're telephone poles. Now, I didn't really want to do them, and I still don't really want to do them, but I'll probably saw them anyway because the guy's been pestering the heck out of me. There's nobody else that'll saw them for him. So I think I'll probably talk to Mark tomorrow night on the phone, because we usually talk on Thursday, and try to establish what would be a fair price for messing around with telephone poles. Naturally, you got to check them for metal. Here I am with a new blade, and telephone poles are notorious for metal, so that's one of the reasons I didn't want my maiden voyage to be particularly on telephone poles, but who knows. Sooner or later, that diaper's got to come off, and not running this is the other diaper that needs to come off. So I'm going to run this up and down the track, see what's going on, see how it feels, and make sawdust, I hope. If the boards come out pretty good. Now on the other sawmill, if you're new here, again, this is a double lot sawmill. If you're new here, dust on there. And the differentiation between that and the red one that you see, basically is these are 3 inches on the red one, or 6 inches. The mandrel here is a lot smaller. Everything on this mill is just a whole lot smaller. And but I was working on the roller case on the other one. Now I noticed that I got this one. Nah, it's not quite. This part's underneath there, but this is even with there, so that's good. I think that this thing is level with this thing, and I think that's what I'm going to end up setting that one up front on, is whatever the height between here and here, I think is what's going to be the height between that one down there. Maybe I'll cut it a little bit shy of that so I can shim it up if I need to. I couldn't use the Trex that I had there, which I wanted to use Trex because the ones at the far end are out in the weather all the time, and the Trex wouldn't decay. But when I have to make it longer and come out, this part here on the ones in the front would be sitting on extended Trex, and that stuff's not very strong, not very rigid, I guess, or the tensile strength isn't what it would be. So I don't think that would work. Looks like I haven't been back here in so long. I got a oil drain can up here, and if I bring that carriage down here, I won't have one of these left, so I'll bring it down here. I'll probably lose it there too. We'll put it down there. This mill is actually once again, if you're new here, this is the smallest mill that Frick made. It was a double lot with only 35 foot of track. The center section was 15 and the 2 ends were 10, and it was mainly, they called it a tie mill because it was made for cutting railroad ties. I guess that's about all said. I've warmed up the engine already. I've done leaves all day long. I've done 4 batches of leaves. That puts me up to 10, which is over halfway. Another thing that I got to remind you guys, if you're new here, so if you see me doing stuff that looks dangerous, keep in mind the angle of the camera and all that kind of stuff. It's really not quite, it's like when you hold a fish out in front of you, the fish looks 10 times bigger. The angle is probably going to look a little goofy. So we're going to start it up, then I'm going to move you guys over the other side, because I just don't want this in the way right now for, basically I'm an FNG. And so let me start up. You're going to have to put your ears on, and we'll see if we can. I guess I should have taken you through when I went over there. How quick we forget. I don't know. You guys could have to look on the videos to see the last time I saw the log. Kind of cloudy out today, but it wasn't beastly hot, so it was a good day for, I gotta get this camera right, good day for doing leaves. Just the right temperature. So I think we'll leave it right about maybe there. As I recall here, it gets so much dust on it that I usually move it back. Anyhow, let's put on your ears and let's see what we can get out of this thing. still there, doing the trims. Need to adjust the saw guides just a tad. It's not doing too bad. Nice spalding in the wood. Mac, I know you watch these. Give me a call. I got some wood for you. This is a nice piece here. That's some spalding in there. This one here, I think I can get another 6-inch board out of. This one here is a 10-inch one. I don't know how much that's coming on. No, I'm not going to throw water on it. Even though I'm an old man, I'm going to hold my water. And I think there's another one over here. Before I realized what I got into, I cut that one a little thin. That's a 1/2 inch. But Mac, I got some more wood for you, buddy. If you guys don't know, Mac was the first one that signed that saw. And he's come over a couple times. We have some good conversations, and he needed some spalded wood for something. I don't remember. He likes to tinker in things, I do believe. And it's no use to me. I just burn it up as firewood. I got no use for that kind of stuff. These here are not the best in the world, but I think they'll be all right. Now what I don't like is I'm cutting 1-inch boards, and I'm set here on 1 1/4, 1 3/16 here. Well, that might be about right because that blade's running 3/16. So that, I guess that's right now that I think about it. To compensate for the, I'm not used to the wider teeth. These teeth on this blade here are a little bit wider than what I'm normally used to. I don't like, if you can see it, I don't like the shine on the outside of the tooth. That one here clipped something. See it knocked the corner of it off? But that ain't gonna, something knocked a few of them off. Look at the chip out of that one. Huh. I don't know whether you guys can focus in on that one. It's got a big chip out of it already. Seems to be sawing all right. Like I said, I got more. I don't normally run that much play in those things. So I'm gonna run that out a little bit and it'll ring and everybody will bark about that, but that's how. Anyhow, I got one more to saw after this. I'm gonna do the trims. I'm gonna do the trims here. Get Mac's wood separated. Then this thing here probably isn't worth putting on because this was the next one up on that same tree. But it might have some nice spalted wood from Mac, so I'm all right with that. Gonna run this on down, get it out of the way, and then bring the other one up, and then I'll turn it in, and that'll be tomorrow night's video. Beats doing leaves, it beats playing with the conveyor, it beats playing with the other sawmill because I haven't quite figured out what I'm gonna do. I got kind of an idea what I might do. But thanks for coming along. I still remembered how to saw. It kind of amazes me. Now that I got the log off there, I got to oil everything up, and I'm gonna saw one more log out tonight. That one that you just showed, and I'll do a video of that. So, but to set up before I get to it, that might be kind of a nasty. It's not gonna roll nice because we have a Y at the end. So and there's another. It's a male log. There's stuff hanging down. So that one needs a little bit of attention before it gets onto the thing. So I'm just going to do that without you guys here. So thanks for coming along. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. If you're new here, thanks for stopping in. If you're old here, thanks for stopping in. And we're going to call it a wrap on this one. Hit the like button. Hit the bell button if you want to see that next log I'm going to be sawing, because I'll probably put that on tomorrow night. Just because it needed some sawing. The sawdust thing looked like it did pretty good. That was another thing that was kind of a test run. My mind's getting scattered, but this thing goes out at 30 minutes, so we're going to call it a wrap on this one. Thanks, guys. We'll see you later.